great good evening to all of you. And I'm sure everybody is feeling drowsy by now. Is it? Yes? Okay. So what I'm going to go through is my life journey here. And it's been a fantastic journey, by the way. A little topsy-turvy. What you see on the screen is one of the judgments which was passed by one of the judges in a long legal battle of 10 years that I had for my son, who was born with Down syndrome, which is a genetic disorder, and he was rejected because he was born special. Suddenly, I was a single mom without a dad. My in-laws gave up, said, give up Rudraksh to your father for adoption, or give up Rudraksh to an NGO for adoption, but we are not there. So this is just one of the judgments that you see of the long battle that I had and how I converted from a weakling to what you see me today. Well, for me, life has been what we allow ourselves to be filled with, and that's what I try to depict in this. I allowed myself to be filled with all positivity and nothing else but positivity. I wanted to look into my son's eyes and say, you are proud of your mom. I wanted to look into my father's eyes and say, you are proud of Maneesha. And I wanted to look into my students' eyes and my relatives' eyes and myself. When I look in the mirror, am I the stronger version? And yes, I am today. I completely believe that we are unique. All have different fingerprints. Celebrate your uniqueness. Somebody is there, very good. Somebody is not there, fantastic. That's what the universe wants me to be. It is my higher level of frequency. So if you are not a part of my journey, fantastic. Please be there where you are. I am happy where I am. So level up. What do you see in the mirror? When you wake up in the morning, do you see a weak you? Do you see a fearful you? Or do you see a courageous you? Flow if you have to with life. Float if you have to. Play dead. Swim against the stream. But don't be stagnant. Don't be stagnant ever, because even the purest of the water I put in a pot will start stinking. Unlearn, learn and relearn, adjust, adapt yourself so that you can become your better versions. One day, the next day, the next day, the next day. This is a non-ending process. Resculpt. That's infinity. Mind, body, soul. So Maneesha is crushed like a paper, thrown on the floor, stamped under the foot of the judges who were asking me the same questions again and again, of the lawyers who were asking me the same questions again and again, in the court of law, 10 years of a legal fight, and I was repeating my pain again and again, living it. But my pain has led me to what I am today. If you're not challenged, you cannot change. Well, it started from school. I am like this. So my school was changed from Alexandra to DAV. Maneesha, as a lot of people have fears, I had a fear. English, oh my God. I was trembling in December, sweating. My teacher asked me to suddenly stand in front of the class in a new school, in front of my classmates and say, Maneesha, start speaking on the national flag. And I spoke a word, chitta, which in Punjabi means white, and the complete class was laughing. Now I had three options. One, I will not speak again. Two, I do not care. Three, I'll prove you wrong. And in 2 years, Maneesha Sharma was winning speech and declamation competitions in English for the school at the state level. I took up NCC, another challenging decision. Wow, what has NCC taught me? I took up shooting, rifle, weight. So you have to have your shoulders firm. Your body should not tremble. Your focus has to be sharp. Your eyes will hit the bullseye only then, if your mind is calm. Sales, I took up in 2001 in MBA. That point of time, girls were looked down upon. Oh, Maneesha, you're taking sales, come on. That's not your cup of tea. I was selling from tissue papers to glass to whatnot. And suddenly, during this journey, I was married and I found myself in the queue of single parents. A single mom, no dad. So life had been beating me upside down, left, right, to bring me here to you today at the TEDx platform. My son with the special kids, special category. And I feel every one of us is special. Why? Because we start laughing, crying whenever we want to. We start fighting, shouting at each other. Rudraksh has the highest levels of patience, is happy in his own world. Nothing can deter him, and he is my first guru. I keep learning from my son, who cannot speak. He's 14. Pain kept driving my life. I was also driving on the roads, by the way, sales. Showing samples to companies. My black Alto would break down at times. The tires would go flat, and Maneesha was changing the tires on the road. And then going back home and fighting the legal battle for my son with my father every day for 10 years. I choose to become what I am today, empowered. You have to keep breaking yourself and rebuilding yourself. You cannot be having your hands in the pocket and say you will want to learn swimming and don't jump in the waters. Life, people. I understood suffering is a choice. Maneesha Sharma, suffering is a choice. You decide you have to suffer or you don't have to suffer. You want to live happy, you want to die unhappy. What is it? Scale up your love for yourself and keep walking is what I have learned. Change your body language, oh wow. So the moment I looked in the mirror and started smiling and I stood like this, suddenly I was a different Maneesha. I see a lot of people are in their own wells, That's not a well. That's a deep dungeon where we are. Comfort zones, fear, scars, past hurt. And we don't want to come out of it. We feel that circumference is the only sky, but that's not true. The sky is far and wide. People who love us throw the ropes. But for us, it is for us to move up, to pull ourselves up out of our own dungeons that we are in. Every time I tested on my students, so I have been in skilling. I have enabled a lot of students. They are working today, they are earning today, and I've been lucky to have had that professional journey. Every time I tested on my students, motivation was one factor, family. What do you want to do? Maneesha ma'am, work, earn. Why? I want to buy my mother a new sari. Motivation, family. And that's been for me as well. People are going to hit you hard. Out of love, out of jealousy. But trust me, everything is going in your favor. It is 100% improving you. It is sculpting you. It is building you, provided you want to change. It's just like a jockey, He's hitting the horse. And the horse is in pain, and the pain is the only motivation he has. My life is my making. What is controllable versus what is not controllable is what I learned. Maneesha Sharma, every day I ask myself, is this factor controllable? Answer, yes. I give it my thoughts. Answers, no. I'm happy with my world. Are you open to change, or are you playing the blame game? I make or break myself. No one else can dare to do that. Wear a mask. We have been used to this terminology in COVID. Wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. And suddenly in the metros and otherwise I would find people not recognizing me because I was wearing a mask. We are wearing a mask. In front of my father, I'm a different version. I removed that mask. In front of my mother, I was a different version. In front of my friends, I was a different version. In front of you, I was a different version. I am a different version. But make sure that the mask you wear is a better version of mask. Unless that mask becomes you. The moment that mask becomes you, it is no more a mask. It becomes your identity. So it was courage that was becoming my identity. Thoughts are enabling my behavior, habits, and my character. And I ask myself, so where is my energy going? Is it going to a good thought? Is it going to a bad thought? Is it making me or is it breaking me? belief system is such a powerful thing. We have to break our DNAs of fear. We have to break our DNAs of rejection. We have to break our DNAs of past hurt. And we have to move in the life journey just as this car shows us. So I used to give this example to my students, and that's a fantastic example. The glass in front of me is a big glass. The rear view mirror is my past. The side view mirrors are what's happening around me. They are only there, the rear view and the side view, to guide me. This is not my journey. This is just guiding me. This Maneesha, as a woman, you see, is transforming. She's still transforming. I keep breaking my own masks, and I keep shedding off my old versions and building the new me. Courts can only pass the orders, but they cannot inculcate love, empathy, affection. 10 years. And the courts kept telling my husband-in-laws, accept Rudraksh. Accept Rudraksh, he is a child. The only thought I had in my mind was, if a man cannot be of his own blood, he cannot be of anyone else. The fight was never for money, it was for his rights. And during this journey, I also saw women who had left their children, and men were taking care of their babies as single parents. All and everything I understand is that if we want to build a responsible society, we have to be responsible for our children first. Some people will be pulling you down, hitting you deep. It depends on who you are, how quickly you want to get up, how quickly you want to dust off your clothes and heal yourself. Nobody is coming to save you excepting you. I was lucky to have got the chances given by the universe, Walmart, Delhi government projects, CII, professional journey, where I was able to enable thousands of students with a simple passion that whatever my son will not be able to achieve in life, I saw my children achieving, and I very proudly say, they address me as Ma. Rudraksh has no speech, but they address me as Ma, and I'm mother to thousands of students today. Cut off your ties, your anger. So if you have an empty bag at your back, and that's your life journey, you're putting those stones at the back, you know. Somebody said this to me 10 years back, somebody did this to me, this to me, this to me, and your journey is becoming difficult. The most important lesson I've learned in life is forgive. That's the most powerful thing you can ever do to yourself. Rise from your own ashes like a phoenix and shine so bright that they have to wear glares to be able to see you. Now look at you. So the journey has to be from distraction towards focus, from fear to fearlessness, from being weak to strong, from lack of self-management to discipline. Convert your passion into your life aim and every challenge being thrown at you as your building block. Let all of us now breathe in deep and breathe in yourself as the better versions. When I say breathe in, I'm not asking you to be selfish. Just breathe in your better versions and become the better you. You are here only this one lifetime. Time to be happy is now. It is never past, it is never future, it is now. Time to be positive is now. Life is a journey, enjoy it, and remember, the glass is always half full or half empty. That's not the case. It is always full. It is half full with water, half with air, which you don't see, but it is always full. Thank you so much.